Hello and welcome to InfoDeck. I'm your reporter, Pauline.
And I'm Sophia. Today you're watching the 11 a.m. news. Today's story is about our homelessness issues in California. Homelessness statistics continue to rise over the past years in our state, and our government is slowly trying to address this problem. Pauline?
Yes, according to Governor Newsom, he plans to address homelessness, investing $12 billion over the next 2 years into housing placements, stability, and creating thousands of housing units, thus adding $1.5 billion to clean public spaces near highways and transportation, and creating 15,000 job opportunities for those suffering under homelessness, such as veterans and at-risk youths.
But Newsom has done some minimal but slightly impactful changes in order to help our homelessness, such as signing bills like the Assembly Bill 1220, which reconstitutes the homeless according and financing council into the California Integrity Council, a new, more powerful agency that will oversee the administration of the homeless housing assistance and prevention grants.
However, there are some cons toward Governor Newsom's plan, such as that much of the homelessness responsibility will fall on local jurisdictions, too many programs that almost fall out in assisting the homeless, and bars will be raised for asking the grants to help. And according to Jason Elliott, Governor's senior advisor for homelessness and housing, contends that the governor should have had a statewide strategy for the homelessness. Newsom was also against the idea of having a homelessness czar, yet as mentioned before, Newsom has signed Assembly Bill 1220 to reinstate some oversight of the homelessness.
And according to more sources, such as KTLA News, 161,000 people are experiencing homelessness in California due to a shortage of housing units and high rents. Going over more on Gov, Newsom's aside money for investing $12 billion, $5.7 billion will be put into housing, $3.9 billion will be put into mental health, and stated before, $2.2 million will be cleaning homelessness camps and removing hazardous waste, along with assigning local government.
KTLA also managed to record a poll rating Newsom's action on homelessness, stating that only 7% said that his action was excellent, 16% saying it was good, 25% recording it was fair, and 52% saying his action was poor. Another poll managed to get data of which issues California is facing the most, and shows that housing costs is at 19%. Homelessness is the same percent, and COVID-19 measures are at 16%, and the latter at other issues.
However, there is some positives to Newsom's plan. As of August 2021, Newsom's plan to start cleaning trash/graffiti from highways, roads, and other public spaces and created 11,000 jobs. Newsom's also estimated the California Comeback Plan and used the funding to convert more than 42,000 hotels and motels into housing units, specifically for homeless residents and those who are struggling with severe mental health conditions.
According to online article by Wall Street journalist Stephen Eide, homelessness is behind the anger at Gavin Newsom. Approaching homelessness is similar to immigration by trying to compromise human rights with enforcement. Past actions toward this resulted in homelessness being put into a stalemate, lacking action on reinforcement, thus resulting in a large outlay for housing, giving only temporary relief.
During Gavin Newsom's recall, many voters spoke out about his poor actions to handle homelessness. Those who live near areas which are bought out for housing have noticed that the housing is there, but the money isn't. Since 2010, permanent housing units in California have gone up 65% from 39,772 to 65,882. Looking in LA, a single housing unit has soared up to 7,500,000. Now, Pauline, do you know what the people are saying about Newsom's recall?
Yes. Apparently, many of the voters say that there will be many hepatitis outbreaks and deadly fires in homelessness encampments. Also, parks, benches, and sidewalks are absolutely covered with human waste. And even though there isn't a lack of access to housing, there is urban chaos, and the state cannot manage everything and is completely out of control. But according to some citizens, such as Dr. Margot Kushel, director of the Center of Vulnerable Populations, says about one of the government projects, Project Room Key. Room Key really grabbed those who were at the highest risk of doing poorly and got them to safety. At least in this first part of the pandemic, we didn't see in the homelessness populations what we saw, for an instance, prisons and jails, where were these massive outbreaks.
So that's good then, right? I also see that according to resident Ruth Moore, who is a breast cancer survivor living at a temporary homeless hotel, was told by Placer County caseworkers that Moore and others need to find alternate housing when the lease expires. saying that what are they going to do? Just throw us out? Which sounds to me that most of the nuisance plans still have somewhat flaws in it.
Well, right here I have Newsom's statement himself. You can take years off purgatory, anything you've damn done wrong in your damn lives. Thank you for having the decency, the courage to do the right thing, to government officials who have volunteered and are a part of Project Home Key, which gives counties as much property as possible for homeless housing. So I guess Newsom is trying his best to balance his plan between the government and himself.
Well, I agree about that. Anyways, thank you for the viewers watching. This is Infotech News, and I'm your news anchor, Sophia Villeneuve.
And I'm Pauline Bayona, signing off for the 11 a.m. news.